We love the new apartment.
The natural light is amazing.
Hardwood floors.
There is a bit of a clogging problem.
In order for this to be a written scripture, there must have been some pretty bad neighbors living up in Jerusalem, and this is before the Bible. So I guess since then, tension started to rise amongst the neighbors, so Leviticus 19:18 had this to say. With this video, I wanted to touch on a common problem that renters and homeowners deal with on a daily basis, and that common problem is the people next door. The most common response given to decent neighbors seeking a solution to deal with pesky neighbors is to move. Here's the infamous question to that response. What are they doing? Followed by, what should I do? There are only two possible outcomes if you decide to approach your neighbors. The first outcome is that your neighbor becomes aware and considerate, or the second outcome, the neighbor tells you to
fuck off.
And if you go to your neighbor and your neighbor says,
I don't want peace. I want problems, always.
Then the duration of your stay will be long and miserable until someone leaves. But how come neighbors don't seem to have an awareness or at least consideration for their community and their surroundings? We will never know. I mean, aren't these the same people that chose your neighborhood looking for peace that your community seems to offer? Instead, we get late night parties, out of control children, banging and thumping all night long, fussing and fighting, parking spot beefs, package theft, property line disputes, over-the-top homeowners, associate members, and this list can go on and on and on, making it impossible to live next to these kind of people. Complaints to management doesn't work, calling law enforcement for disrupting the peace or noise pollution doesn't work, and obviously being reasonable and respectful doesn't work, which resulted in the previous steps being taken. And because these bad neighbors have no interest in doing the right thing, we will hear some stories about an annoyance that seems to plague community since man has introduced themselves to the planet. It's not always easy to just move out, but while we look for a way out, this is what good neighbors have to tolerate while living in close quarters to these bad ones.
I just had to call the cops for the first time in my entire life. I'm a little rattled. So last night there was this lady just belligerent, screaming in the parking lot. Like she got into some sort of altercation with these two girls that I guess live in her building. Like they're like younger girls. She has to be like 50 something, okay? And she's screaming all this crazy racist stuff, just in general calling them every book in the name. It was terrible. And the cops get there and it's a whole thing. And basically she was screaming at the cops because they wouldn't arrest the girls and they're like, you're the belligerent one here. Anyway, I just heard her screaming in the parking lot again. And I look out, this time it's like a 14-year-old boy she's yelling at, chasing after. He's clearly trying to get away from her. He is screaming that she assaulted his father, all this stuff, okay? I took a short video of that, literally just to show my property manager. And then a little bit later, I hear her yelling out there again. This time, no one else is out there, and she's keying someone's car. And she's like, how about this? How about this? Yeah, I'm gonna do my name. She literally said that. She keyed the car with her own name. And I'm like, oh my God, I was gonna just leave a note and say, I have the video of the person who keyed your car with my phone number, but I was terrified that she would see it first and either take it off or use it to target me, and she would have my phone number at that point. So she keys the car, the back, the front, the sides, the other side, and then gets in her own car, peels out of the parking lot so fast, so dangerous, and she's definitely drunk. So the cops get here and they are very familiar with her. Apparently last night was not like the first time they've had an issue with her. Get ready for this plot twist. You're not even ready. It was her own car. The car is registered to her. So the working theory is the boyfriend that she beat up and that little kid ran away from, not little kid, he was like 14, but she went out, keyed the car that I guess she bought for him and gave herself thousands of dollars worth of damage on a car that she owns. And they're like, we can't press charges for keying her own car. Like, she could do that if she wants, I guess. But they're like, we're gonna document it just because there's so many other things going on with her. But like, oh my God. Have you ever gotten so mad you key your own car? Is that relatable?
What? What the hell is she doing? Can I help you?
Can I help you?
What's
with
going on?
Helping you with your decorations. I need to go inside. Okay?
What? Excuse me. What do you think you're doing on my property?
I'm not doing anything wrong. I am just simply trying to help you out.
What do you mean? Help me out.
Okay, so
I don't need any help, thank you.
No, clearly you need some help because you're not from here. Otherwise, you would know the rules. Okay, sweetheart. So let me explain something to you. Okay, you can take a few steps back.
No, I'm gonna step out and walk around.
Get close to me.
I'm trying to figure out who the hell you think you are. You do that to me.
I'm your neighbor from 2 doors down. Are you that stupid?
Okay, well, we just moved in here, and I see that you destroyed my decorations.
I didn't destroy it.
You didn't
I moved that right over there.
So what happened over there?
I don't know. That's not my problem. Okay.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So I came over here and I saw that there was this mess, and I was letting you know that you need to clean up your mess and make your decorations a little bit what's the word? Less tacky.
Less tacky?
Yeah. So there are rules.
Okay, well look,
This
my kids put this out here.
How many
Okay.
of them? 7 or 8?
It doesn't matter how many kids I have. Okay, my kids put up.
Or 2? Or...
What is your issue?
My issue is that you clearly don't understand. Okay, people like you.
Whoa, okay. What do you mean? What do you mean people? What do you mean people like me?
People who don't read the rules.
Don't
People who
read
don't
the-
follow the rules.
I don't follow the rules.
Clearly you don't, because you're only allowed 1 wreath and 1 garland. You're not allowed to have any loud, blowy up items. They say that, okay?
And what is this?
They say that for Halloween. They say that for
Yeah, and
St.
what is this for?
Patrick's
What is
Day.
this for?
The HOA, it's the rules in which the community in which you live in.
Okay.
You're not allowed to have any
So
of the
is there anything in the HOA that says if you see this stuff up, you're allowed to enter someone's property? And
I'm just coming over here as a concerned neighbor before, something bad happens to your property or you get kicked out since you just, moved in, supposedly. Do
What
you
do you
rent?
No, I own this property.
You bought this yourself.
Yes, I did.
Congratulations, that's amazing.
Okay, so what's your issue, lady?
My issue is you're not following the rules. It clearly states you're not allowed to have any inflatables.
Okay, well, I don't.
Trying to get your point across about the rules make you oblivious to the law. Let's start off with destruction of property, harassment, and trespassing.
I live in an apartment complex, and my neighbor on this side of the wall always thinks that I'm trying to piss them off intentionally when I accidentally brush just a little bit up against it. Well, this morning, you can hear the background noises. We're getting our carpet changed in the hallway. This neighbor forgot about that, though. She forgot about the email that was sent a week ago. So at 9 a.m., they start ripping the carpet out. You heard the background noises. This neighbor thinks it's me. So at 9 a.m., this neighbor starts tipping and tapping and pawing and hitting at the door for 10 fucking minutes. Well, obviously, I'm not the one doing it, so I'm not gonna retaliate. And they are getting more angry because, hello, you can hear what's happening on it. I think it's me. So I hear, "You fucking bitch," and they rip the door open. So what I can only imagine was 10 men staring at them, because she literally said, oh, I'm sorry, I forgot this was happening today. I thought you were my bitch neighbor. Ma'am, it wasn't me. It wasn't me the whole time. It's never me, and I'm never trying to intentionally piss you off, but goddamn.
I made a video the other night talking about how my upstairs neighbor vacuums very late at night. That same neighbor came knocking on my door 2 nights ago to tell me that whatever my child was doing was so loud that's all they could hear in their apartment. The thing that he was doing was not that loud. He was playing with an over-the-door basketball hoop thing. Not loud enough to bother me to where I needed to remind him to be quiet. So I was polite and I said, we will try to keep it down, thank you. Because it was 6 p.m. But it's okay for you to vacuum at 10 p.m. I lived in an apartment for a while. I respect that other people live here and I don't expect everybody to be quiet every hour of the day, but don't come knocking on my door when you do shit like that.
I get it. Kids are difficult to get under control at times, but you don't hear what your neighbor hears. However, playing ball, running, or jumping is a big no-no. It not only protects your child from hurting him or herself, but it prevents damage to the interior and furniture if a child is balling, running, or jumping around in a space that's not designed for such activities. I thought that was a thing to be taught in all households, but she was respectful, and she could have mentioned the vacuum thing. That was the perfect opportunity to address your issues.
So I have an upstairs neighbor. Wow, she is feisty today. Oh well, I obviously had my hair in a ponytail. Point is, okay, hold on. Okay, I'm back. So, I have an upstairs neighbor. I live in a condo, and I hear my upstairs neighbor all the time, and it drives me freaking crazy. So I finally saw him, and I was like, hey, do you work out very early in the morning? Because I hear like the same kind of jumping up and down. And he was like, no. And I'm like, okay, well, I definitely hear the same time every day. There's like a continual, I don't know what's happening. And there's no woman up there, so he's not banging anybody, don't worry. And he goes, well, what? Would you rather me be fat? Yeah, if you're more quiet, actually, I fucking would.
Dude said he doing this all for you, baby girl. Cash me outside in a few months. The workout noise will be all worth it.
So I have this bitch-ass loud neighbor that lives directly above me. So last year when I moved in and I noticed how loud and disruptive she was, I decided to take my happy ass up there and ask her politely to keep the noise down. Because I'm that bitch and I'm not afraid of confrontation. Y'all may think I'm all sweet because I have this little southern accent, but I will light your ass up in a hot Kentucky second. So I go up there and knock on her door. Of course, she doesn't answer, even though I know she's home because 2 minutes prior, I had just heard her up there and I live right next to the elevator. Nobody got off the elevator, so I know the bitch was home. So I'm like, okay. I get that women are afraid to open their doors. Okay. So I march my ass downstairs, write a note, put it in her door. The note was very pleasant. I just basically said, hey, I'm your neighbor. I live right below you. I've been hearing you a lot lately. Could you please just keep the noise level down? Like something like that. Never heard from her. The noise continued. Long story short, called my leasing office, complained a bunch throughout the year. They sent her notices. Nothing happened. I went to the corporate leasing place, the place that owns where I live. They said they were going to do a bunch of stuff. Never happened. They said they could not renew her lease, but they did end up renewing her lease. The leasing office also told me to contact our security patrol just so that they would have it on record that they went to her door and tried to tell her to keep the noise down, but she never answered the door for anyone. And I'm not saying that I should never be able to hear any noise. I live in an apartment. Of course I'm gonna fucking hear noise. But bitch, it sounds like an elephant is stomping above me and rolling bowling balls at the same damn time. I knocked on her door several more times. Still never answered. So I decided to write her a little bit more of an aggressive note. Then she decided to finally be brave enough and come talk to me. She basically said that she'll try to be more quiet, but she can't tiptoe. Bitch, I didn't ask you to tiptoe. I'm simply asking you to tone it down. So she did for a while, and now we're back to square one. So what can I do besides move out? Because I know that's what y'all are gonna tell me to do. Okay, thanks, bye.
I work from home and I literally have to deal with this every day from these people. Literally no regard for their neighbors. I'm not really sure what to do in this situation or like the proper apartment etiquette, and I've never had this happen to me before, but every time I literally get up from my couch and walk across the apartment, my neighbor downstairs literally starts like pounding on everything. Like, I don't know, like if she's taking a broom and like smacking it against the roof, but like literally I just hear a thumping everywhere, and I'm like, is she mad at me for walking across the apartment? Which, by the way, like, I don't feel like I walk that loud. And like, I've been a renter for like literally my whole life, and I'm 34. I've never had this happen before, but like, I'm gonna go walk across the room and watch it happen again. All right, let's do this. Just walk in to the kitchen. And like, I'm in socks, by the way. I mean, I don't know if that makes it loud. Should I be wearing slippers? I don't know. I'm walking back to my couch. Do we hear this? It's still going. Like, I don't know if you can hear it, but they've just blasted their TV now. Like, it's so freaking loud. don't think you can hear that. Like, they've never knocked on my door. Like, they've never come up and, like, said something to me. And I genuinely don't feel like I'm a loud person. But every time I walk across my apartment, this is what happens. I'm not sure what to do. Like, I genuinely don't know what to do, especially because they've never talked to me. But, like, they're so passive-aggressive with the pounding. And I'm just, like, uncomfortable, like, moving in my apartment. Also, yes, my face is really red because I am stressed.
Now, that's a bit much. Moving around is expected. That's the one thing you can't control. That neighbor's just being petty. If you ever dated the woman downstairs and you snore, I bet you spent a lot of sleepless nights on the couch with someone constantly shaking the couch so they can tell you snore too loud. Like, lady, what the
So I want to preface this with, I used to live in a different unit in this apartment complex, and it was so loud above me that one day I just went upstairs, and it ended up being a dad, and he had a toddler. So I was like, okay, no, you know what? I totally get it. And he was like, I'm sorry, my toddler was like rolling up across the floor in my chair. Like, I'll make sure that doesn't happen again. And every time I see them, he like looks down at her and he was like, it's her. And it's so sweet because I get it. Like, I love kids. But I moved to this unit and the people above me are ridiculous. Like, it can be until 3 a.m. stomping and screaming, playing a rap at like 5 a.m. sometimes too. And like, I can just feel the bass in my bedroom. So I literally hit the ceiling with a broom constantly because I'm over it. And sometimes I'll stop if I do it. But I was sitting at my desk and my entire fan starts to literally go like shake. I'll add the video. But it has to be the people upstairs. So I call my office and I'm just like, look, I work from home. I can't deal with this. Can y'all please do something? Because I've called the like whatever security at least 15 times since I've moved into this unit. Like, this is getting ridiculous. I can't deal with it anymore. And they're like, yeah, we called them. They said they're not even home. They're not home. I can hear them right now stomping. They're always home. They're playing Xbox, like screaming, kill him, or whatever game they're playing, like cussing. And it's just so aggressive all the time. I am so over it. I'm just sitting down here trying to be a corporate girly. And I guess these people just don't have jobs or lives. Like, I don't understand what they do.
7 a.m. I'ma call my friends.
So this is what it sounds like to live in an apartment. I live in an apartment with only 3 other units. It's just like a house. Like, I give you guys like tours, like tiny home tours, and like, yeah, it's cute, okay, whatever. Like, it's cute in here. Like, I won't lie. Like, it's adorable. But listen to this.
So, good morning, TikTok. Now, I want y'all to tell me if I'm wrong, right?
Uh-oh, here we go. Sounds like someone is about to come out of character and match someone's bad energy. Just because you said that, I'm riding with you with whatever response you feel is appropriate. Maybe. Let's see how she handles this to see if she was wrong for this one.
So my neighbor that live upstairs from me, she got this raggedy ass washing machine. And every motherfucking night, every single day, she keep washing. I don't have no problem if you wash. Your washing machine makes too much goddamn noise. That's for one. Every motherfucking time I turn around, all I hear is boo 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 boo. Bitch, I'm tired of it. Now, on top of that shit, here comes last night. This bitch washing again. Remind you, the bitch washed the day before. No way you could have that in a dirty car. So, I had some noise. It's different from the regular noise. So this one unusual. So I was like, I'm gonna become Inspector Gadget. So I'm gonna be a spy on that bitch today, right? So I grabbed the pow pow. And I proceed to move towards the target. Turned out the target was water. Now tell me why this bitch raggedy ass washing machine flooding out my goddamn apartment. Knowing the type of person that I am, I ain't gonna just not say shit, right? So I walked out at 11 o'clock at night and beat the fucking bitch door down. She got this Ring doorbell, right? So I was like, alright, I ring that. She gonna say, who is it? Your neighbor, bitch. Turn the fucking raggedy ass washing machine off. She said, huh? Your washing machine, you leaking. Like, bitch, you making my house leak. You flooding me out. She gonna say, okay. Bitch, I don't know why. So me now, because at this point, if I had to get out of my bed at 11 o'clock at night, go tell you to do something, I'm already mad. So I'm walking away, knowing the fuck the bitch Ring camera is still on. Knowing me, I said, I don't know why the fuck every night you just running that raggedy ass motherfucking machine, goddamn floating out my motherfucking house, and I went downstairs and I was mad. And by the time, if I will give you around 2 minutes, by the time I get to my apartment, bitch, your washing machine better be off. The whole machine wasn't off. Who told you to not turn the bitch off? So I am Petty Betty. I proceed to grab the broom. And I beat the bitch bedroom ceiling down. So it's my ceiling, and I beat the bitch walls down. I swear to God. I took the broom and I knocked the motherfucking ceiling so goddamn bad. And I yelled, turn the motherfucking raggedy ass machine off. I cussed the bitch out so bad, I decided if I was gonna flood out, bitch, you know your kids was not gonna be able to sleep in peace. Bitch, we all gonna have chaos that night. So I beat the ceiling down. I don't know if I'm wrong for that shit, but she should have turned the motherfucking machine off. I beat the motherfucking ceiling down. I walk around. I made sure every goddamn room got beaten down, including her kid's room. Yeah. Was I wrong? Now, be honest now. I don't feel like I was wrong. Everybody watch on motherfucking Sunday. Why you gotta watch Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday again? Nah.
But wait! There's more!
Not to mention, I gotta listen to your raggedy ass motherfucking machine. But on top of that, I gotta listen to your nigga fuck you in express mode. Bitch, I am tired of that shit. Nah. No wonder why y'all ass keep cheating on that nigga anyway. And bitch, if your nigga see me and he know me, he know I live downstairs, yes, the bitch is cheating. Negro, your 1 to 2 minute sex can't do the bitch shit. The fuck? Every night she sneak out that bitch, and every time she got another nigga up in there, I see it on my motherfucking camera. Bitch, I said what they said. Cause I got camera just to be nosy.
To the express homie, if your girl was a bit more respectful, your neighbor wouldn't have had to air out your dirty laundry since everything seems to be centered around that wash machine. Now you got all the homies that's creeping trying to figure out if they are the express mode guy.
So I'm sitting in my car because I just got home. I was away for a day for a staycation. It was really nice. And then I just got home and I haven't been in my apartment for an hour. And I had to come outside for some peace because of how loud my neighbors are. Like, that's the same woman I posted that video about. It went viral. And for the ones that are going to be like, oh, you live in an apartment, what did you expect? Shut up. Shut up. I pay my rent just like she does. I'm considerate of people below me. I've not had this issue until she came. I am so annoyed because I don't think I can finish out the rest of my lease here. So people who are leasing agents, please tell me there's a noise clause, something where at this point it's too much. I've complained too many times and I can just get out of my lease without paying for, oh, release me out of my lease, because I'm not volunteering to just leave. I'm being forced out. I will not live with this for another 6 months. And I've been thinking to myself, should I just tough through it? I can't watch TV. I can't have people over. I cannot do anything. Even now, I'm considering leaving and going to one of my friend's house or my boo joint's house because I have no peace at this apartment where I'm paying all my money. So one, you guys commented and said to beat back. I did that, almost broke my pinky. So that made me even more mad. That's why I even went upstairs. Then the other option was call the police and say that you think that something's going on upstairs and you're not sure and you're concerned, but I don't want to waste their time. But at the same time, I don't know what's going on up there.
Here is an example of the second response you could receive. No matter how it's said, it all means the same thing.
3.
Okay.
Like, I don't know how many times I have to come over and tell you guys to stop really like stomping. It was 9 a.m. on a Sunday morning. I'm trying to sleep. I'm trying to get some rest. I'm working a lot. And you guys really, like, come on.
We were just getting ready for church. We're not like...
I understand. Everybody else is getting ready for other things too, but they're not like jumping.
We're not jumping. We're just walking around.
Well, it sounds like you are. I don't know. Whatever you're doing, stop, please. It's really fucking annoying.
Well, I think that it's just the, like, about apartment living. I think it's just
I never hear anybody else do that.
Well, because we're right above you. Of course, you don't hear anybody.
I've lived in a million different apartments, never had that kind of problem, but I'm having that problem with you. So what is it?
Well, this is a.
Do you guys hear your neighbors above? I bet that you don't.
We do.
I have spoke with them.
What? That's how it is in apartment living.
Clearly, it's not getting to you.
Maybe you should move to the. Maybe you should move to the 4th floor.
Maybe you should tell me what to do, huh?
Did you guys hear that?
So I come home and I'm sitting outside on my patio after a long day's work, and I see the police on my Ring camera. So of course my nosy ass gotta go see what's going on. And I see them pulling stuff from the apartment next door to mine. And I'm so confused because I'm like, that table look kind of familiar. Where that shit come from? The man laughing because it came from the pool area. It came from the pool. So my new neighbors took the whole damn pool set that we had outside. Umbrella, 4 chairs, the table. Look at them taking the umbrella down the stairs. The umbrella in the chairs. Now I live on the 3rd floor, y'all. These people took the furniture from the pool to the 3rd floor. Look at this shit. Just look. Now little did they know, all 3 of the apartments, the one on my floor, the 2nd floor, and the 1st floor, all had cameras. I didn't even have to report them. I didn't even know about this shit. I didn't know about it till they told me. So you mean to tell me that you stealing pool furniture now and setting it up in your living room? But guess what? Those maintenance men came through and the set is back to where it belongs.
Security deposit, gone. First month's rent and a place to stay, both gone. Someone moves in next week with another security deposit and first month's rent. Sounds like that apartment complex just made a huge profit off you, my guy. The upside to this is you don't have much to move out, and I'm guessing you might not have fully unpacked. This should be a quick and easy one.
On today's episode of My Crazy Neighbor, you guys didn't believe me, so I have all the videos here for you. That first bag was fried chicken. Alright, in this box we had a bunch of open food containers and then a loaf of bread on top. So nice, so sweet. Okay, and then this was the next day after. Look, she brought over a whole bunch of clothes on hangers, just random stuff. The next one, this is the funny one. This is where she's pacing back and forth along my driveway and put glass behind it. And she's just dropping off a trash bag over there too, just for funsies. I didn't go outside and pick up those bags of clothes because I was told not to by the cops and the HOA. So the next day, she just brought some more stuff over too. This was the one I just posted about that had a bunch of like rotten eaten food and then half a bag of flour. You'll love this one. You may be wondering why she has duct tape in her hand. Well, let me tell you, she started duct taping my doors, my windows, and then here's the kicker. Are you guys ready? Let's see what she tapes next. My camera. So sweet of her.
I just need to know why people think it's okay to park in front of somebody's garage. You know, to where your car can't even get into the garage. My neighbors like to do this. They have been doing this. I yelled at them already. And then some guests that they had over, I said, you go back and tell them they do this again, whatever car's here is getting towed, I don't care. They have like 4 cars and only like 2 parking spaces, but that's not my problem. Why would you think it's okay to park your car in front of the garage? And they already have a car parked in front of their garage. Go park it somewhere else. You go park it on the street. So I left a note and I said, I will be towing this car next time. Stop parking here. I'm tired of it. And I called the tow company. There's a sign here for the tow company, so I have to reach out to the manager, and I won't be able to talk to them until Monday. So for now, the note is on the car. Stop fucking parking in front of my garage. Don't park in front of anyone's garage or driveway. It is so fucking rude. It is not my problem that you have too many cars and you can't find somewhere to park. Figure that shit out. They're lucky I even blocked out their license plate. If that is their car, that is my garage that is open. No cars can get up in there. Why do you think it is okay to park right there? They're lucky I don't slash them tires.
I never thought I'd have to make a shitty neighbor TikTok, but here we are. So the across the street neighbor who likes to mow his grass 2 or 3 times a week because he's retired and doesn't have anything better to do, complained about our grass up front over here. Here's what my grass up front looks like. This is what they complained about. There's his wife right there. So yeah, we just got a notice from the city that our grass is over 15 inches high. Maybe this is what 15 inches looks like to him, but not to anybody else in the world. But they obviously can't read either, because we're also a certified wildlife habitat. So yeah, wish us luck.
Alright, morning Facebook. Okay, so see, I'm just gonna give y'all a short term of what happened, right? That tree in my neighbor's yard came crashing down, broke my back neighbor's fence and my brand new fence that I had put up by DHM Construction. Shout out to Johnny. Right? So I asked him, hey man, are you gonna take care of the damage your tree done, right? You know, your tree, this is in your yard, snapped in half, be it a act of God, wind, whatever, come down, break it. Are you gonna do the right thing and fix it? He said no. And then come to find out, there's a Texas law that says a tree like that can come down and split my house like that in half, and he's not responsible. Well, that's what the Texas law is. And I'm thinking, dang, that law right there is crazy, because if your property destroys somebody else's property, shouldn't you be responsible for that person's property? No, not in Texas. But mind you, you see this tree right here in my backyard? It broke in half. It damaged my neighbor's fence over here. Right? My tree damaged my neighbor's fence. I told my neighbor, my tree, my property, I'm gonna fix your fence. This is my tree. Good morning. Oh, I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. That's my neighbor's dog. He's all bark, no bite. Good morning. But like I said, just so I'm gonna fix my neighbor's fence because my tree, which is still, I need to get in here. I'm cutting this one all the way down. So if y'all know a tree guy, reasonable price, y'all holler at me, right? Anyway. So yeah, be it. So we got into it, right? Because he just basically said no. He ain't finna fix the fence. He don't care. It's the Texas law that says if it's just your property once it falls, it's an act of God. Who cares? Well, mind you, there is an older lady. Her house is this house. Very old, very sweet lady. I've maybe talked to her twice. She's on a budget. There's no way she can get these trees out her backyard. But that sorry son of a bitch, excuse my language, is not finna get them trees for her. So I'm thinking to myself, wow, you really gonna do that? You really gonna be the piece of crap that do that, right? So, this is right. Mind you, the guy that owns this house, Save Break, owns that house there That house that they moved out of because they were tired of him. He was trash. He never fixed nothing. And this house right here. This house. And that's the tree that broke in my backyard. So I'm out here. I said on Memorial Day because I was just not going to do it on my birthday. I was going to come out here and cut all of the bits of tree that was on my side. I'm going to go talk to the old lady, see if she's fine, and try to work something out with her. You know what I'm saying? Maybe we can get some volunteers or somebody to come and help this lady out. I know I'm going to try to do my best for her. I'm going to try to get as much of it I can from that side, but I really want to just leave it there and show you how trash of a human being this person is.
I looked into the Texas law on falling trees, and let me just say, this is a shitty law to have exist. The good neighbor claims are true. This is what I found under TexasLawHelp.org Disaster Manual, Section 3. And we're going to go down here to Section 3.1, where some assholes felt that this law should be first and foremost to let you know that you are shit out of luck when it has anything to do with your neighbor's trees falling on your property. And since we're here, let's take a look at what immediately follows Section 3.1. Good luck with that cleanup, my guy. Wish you the best.
Remember my neighbor that yelled at me?
Shut the fuck up! Nobody wants to hear that shit, man!
Well, he just left me a fucking note in my door right here, and it's the most unbelievable thing I've ever read. First of all, he spelled neighbor wrong in quotations. Let's open it up.
Saw your TikTok's not funny. Stop talking about me in your videos, or I'll give you something to talk about. Cut your hair, you look like a freak. This is your last warning.
I've already rehearsed what I will say if I see this guy.
I don't care what you think about me.
Hey, it's Elizabeth Baker, and you guys think you've heard it all on weird neighbor situations? Check this out. So this is my neighbor's beautiful yard across the street from my property. Lovely grass, perfect sod. It's great, right? See this over here? This is my property. It stretches all the way down to my house down there. The problem is, this parking pad belongs to the neighbor over here. Now, she didn't want to mess up her nice, beautiful sod on her side, so she took it upon herself to come over here and check this out. It's long enough for 3 SUVs, okay? And it's blocking a mailbox. So when she parks her 3 big vehicles here, so again, she doesn't mess up what's over here on her side, it's blocking the postal carrier from getting to her box.
Do you see that little triangle piece of land right in front of that ditch? So for the past almost 6 years, while me and my husband have lived here, we have always mowed that. We were always told that that was our tiny little piece of property. Well, Psycho Neighbor claims that is his property and he allowed us to mow it for the past almost 6 years. That tiny piece. He has moved our for sale sign, as you can see here, and then he put up a private property sign there today. My husband was working from home the entire day, and he only came over and put it in the yard when my husband had left to pick up my daughter from preschool. So he was basically watching our house like a freaking creep. So stay tuned, waiting on the officer to go over to his house with us.
My neighbor's pissed off at people speeding. So he went and made his own speed bumps. Look, they're taller than the curve. And there's 4 of them. Dude, these aren't speed bumps. They're fucking whoop sections. Like, I need to take my dirt bike. There's like chalk lines where he made them. And there's already been so many cars like scratching the shit out of everything. Like, are you fucking kidding me? This is not legal. You can't do this shit. What? I'm losing my fucking mind over this shit.
Before we bring this video to a close, I wanted to check back in with our neighbor from earlier. Let's see how that's going. And with that said, and until next time, peace and I'm out.
Well, I don't give a damn about the rules. Okay, I'll pay a fee if I need to.
Of course you don't care about
No,
the rules.
I'll pay a fee if I need to.
You're just willing to break whatever rules, not
No,
following
I set
anything,
out.
freebies. It's typical.
What are you
It's
talking? What is
typical.
really going
See,
on
my
here?
granddaddy taught me that you're supposed to follow the rules and stay in line. And your daddy, well, You
Okay,
can talk-
you're not
different.
you're not going to talk about my family. You're not going to talk about anything that we do because it's our business and it's none of yours.
Okay, well, it's my business because you're distracting and devaluing the entire neighborhood.
Okay, well, I don't
And
give a
I don't
damn.
have to raise my
I-
voice. I'm a good Christian woman, okay? I'm a good Christian woman. I go to church every Sunday, but I do not.
I don't care. Okay, I do
It,
not
it,
care.
it shows that you don't care about the law.
No,
It really shows.
I don't care who you are. I don't care what you think about my lawn. Okay,
You're
what
not
you care?
allowed to have that.
Well, I don't care. I'll pay a fee if I have to. Okay, my kids put that up.
Let's be honest, you probably don't pay any fees or any tickets. Probably will just have a bunch of like.
Can you get off my property?
Excuse
I've heard
me?
enough. Can you get off my property?
No, I'm not going to get off your property. Okay, so what's going to happen
Okay, so-
is you're going to apologize to me for being rude and aggressive. Then you're going to watch your tone. Second of all, probably wash your mouth out with
Okay,
soap.
none of that's
Then
gonna
you're
happen.
Take this inside, and we can go ahead and keep the cute little wreath, and we can keep the garland. You can maybe wrap that around that. Although that is a fire hazard, so
You're
you may
not.
want to
You're
take
not
that
gonna.
down.
You're not gonna tell me.
Because if the fire marshal sees it, because the fire marshal lives, in this neighborhood.
I don't care who lives
You
here.
don't care.
I live here on this property.
You're not going
right
to live
now.
there for long.
Okay, well, right now you're on my property. Get the hell off. I don't know who you think you are. Okay, get off.
That's fine. If you don't want to follow the rules, I'm just going to show the fire marshal real quick.
Okay, and how about you call the police while you're at it? How about you call the police while you're at it?
I will. Can I have your ID?
No, I'm not going to show you
I don't
anything because
even
you're
know
not
if
the
you actually
police.
live here. So can you show me some ID?
How about you call the cops?
I'm protected.
Get off of my property, okay?
No, I'm not going to get off your property.
Okay, well then
Who the hell are you?
I'm calling the police then, okay?
Okay.
And I'll show them the video of you,
What video?
the video that I took of you,
I don't want to be recorded.
Okay, well, you were recorded ever since you decided to. Ever since you entered my
I do not
property.
give permission for you to
When
record
you
me.
entered my property, you lost the permission to reject anything.
No, I didn't.
Get off of my property. You can set myself back
delete
up.
that, okay?
You can set myself back up.
Fine,
That's what you
delete
can-
it.
I'm not going to delete it until I get video of you fixing it.
Are you serious?
You fix it. I cannot believe you.
Oh my god.
And you have the nerve to try and lie?
You're uncultured.
I'm uncultured. Okay. Well, you have a great day, Karen. You have a great day, Karen.